Hi, this is Jennifer Jenkins with Fabulous Stamper, and I wanted to show you guys this ornament that I made. I made this ornament for Christmas in July, because I know that it's, we don't necessarily want to think about like buying stuff for Christmas. I always like to make things if I can, or do things that are just, I don't know, a little bit more fun, that may not necessarily be something that's extra stuff. Sometimes utilitarian stuff and ornaments. Most people like to have nice little ornaments. These could also be nice little tags. Now this one is, we're not making this one today, but I love this one with the blue. This is Night of Navy cardstock, and this is balmy blue cardstock, and then this glimmer paper we'll talk a little bit more about in a minute. And this ribbon's no longer available, but you could use any type of ribbon. I just happen to, I don't know, I like blues and whites at Christmas. I like traditional red and green too, but I don't know, sometimes I like to change it up a little. So today we're gonna be making the traditional Christmassy colored one. And I just thought I'd go ahead and show you guys how to do that. And they're pretty simple overall. So let me go ahead and show you our supplies. I'm gonna move these off to the side. So what I wanted to show you is we're gonna be using a Sprig punch, which is actually still available in our catalog at stampinup.com. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my host code right here. When you order from stampinup.com, if you put in this host code, it goes directly to me. You can also just put in my name, but when you put in this, it's excellent because if you make a $50 order right now, you get a $5 coupon to use in, I believe it starts in September that you can use it, or October, I'm not sure, but it's a $5 coupon that you'll get to use later. And also any order of $35 or more, and I will send you 3 homemade cards that I've made. I love making cards, so any excuse to make a card is good. So this is this is current in the catalog, and we will also be using the circle punch. Okay, the Sprig punch is going to be used to make the little leaves that go around, the little sprigs that go around the outside of the ornament. And then we're going to use a 2-inch circle punch. And then we're also going to be using, this one is no longer available, is the 1 3/4. But even though we don't have this in the catalog right now, I did notice that we have a 1 1/2, which is just a little bit smaller than this. So this is the circle, you can tell from the top. That's what I like about the punches, is that they show you the actual size on the top. That we do have a 1 1/2 punch, and we have a 2 1/4 punch, which will be slightly larger. So you could make this your center and the other, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. But we're gonna be using that. I went ahead and I'm using the thick Whisper White cardstock. There's also a thinner one, but that one is not usually for making something sturdy. It's usually for making different layers. You could probably get away with using that one, but because we're going to use hot glue with it, I thought the thicker cardstock would be better. The thick Whisper White is also what we use for just making standard cards. And then we're also going to be using the Old Olive Green, and this is actually Cherry Cobbler Red cardstock. And then we no longer have this in the catalog. I mean, we're in the quarantine. I'm just using everything I have. We're going to be using this glimmer paper, they call it. So this is a pretty glimmer paper, and it's old. I've had it for quite a while. Right now in the catalog, though, we do have some foil papers that could be used. We also have they're like a metallic type paper. They're under the paper and packaging basics section. And we have, champagne foil sheets. Oh, there's also a velveteen paper, which might be a kind of pretty. There's also gold. And I don't know if they're 6x6 like this one. Let me check real quick while we're talking. They are 12x12. So actually you'd be getting larger sheets than this, but and one of these was enough to make enough sprigs for just one ornament, so it was fine. There's gold sheets, and they're silver foil sheets. And I believe in the new catalog that we're going to be getting, there's another type of paper coming out, and I will check to see if I can find that real quick before we're done with our video. So we're going to be going ahead and gluing all this stuff together. So it's just a fun thing to do. And I don't know, during the quarantine, I just want to make stuff and do things, you know, just keep busy, you know, in addition to, of course, if we can exercise and doing anything else, that's great too. So, all right, so we'll go ahead and we'll get started. So the first thing I like to do, oh, and I also am using a ribbon. You could use any kind of ribbon you want. It's just, this happens to be the one that I have, but you could use any type of ribbon that you like. This is an old ribbon again. Sometimes I get ribbons on the clearance. We have a great clearance rack that has all kinds of great stuff in it, but you could use any ribbon you want. I'm not, I know that people have to make things affordable and buy what they need. So if you want to buy it from stampinup.com, I'd appreciate it. And I will say that stampinup.com has really great quality products, and that's why I always tend to use it. I am very frugal, but I like, if I'm gonna buy something that I know is quality, then I just stick with it. I just keep going every single time because I find it to be worth it. There's a new catalog coming out in August. Let me know if you would like any if you would like a catalog or anything like that. Just let me know. I'll send it to you, no problem, free of charge. It's no big deal. You just got to give me a heads up and I'll send it. No big deal. Let's see. Let me find, there we go. Trying to find it. Okay, we'll just keep going. Okay, so the first thing I did is I took my two plain white 2-inch circles. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue it down to make our little loop. So at the top. I like to do this first because it helps me remember where my top is, and it's just more helpful. You could use any kind of glue you wanted. I happen to like to use hot glue because it's just fast, and you know, I just put down my little hot glue, you know, as much as you like. So just put it down, just don't burn your fingers. And I try to make sure that I don't twist up the ribbon. But if it got twisted, it's no big deal. I don't know. I feel like with crafts, people are always just happy with what they get. I don't know. I've never had anyone complain about my crafts. And if they did, then maybe they didn't get a craft next time. Okay. So we have the two there. Then the next thing I like to do is I actually like to cover the, back of it because, you know, just to cover it up so you don't see that hot glue there. So I just put a little bit more hot glue around the edge. No big deal. Nothing fancy. And maybe a little bit more. You don't want to put too much because it will warp the paper sometimes, but it's the back, so, but at least I can make it look clean and nice. Someone told me once that if you're going to make a project, you might as well make sure that it looks good front to back. So there we go. So now I have my little top. It looks like almost like a little, you know, awards ribbon. You know, it's kind of funny. So anyway, let's see. Okay. All right. So, all right, let's go ahead and look at, All right, so I go ahead and I started with the green. You could use any color green, but I started with the green leaves. And then I just started gluing them on. I just put a little bit of hot glue at the bottom. And I started gluing them on. Now you could keep them all going one direction. I kind of changed it up. And I just put just enough. So pretty much just those bottom leaves go down. And see, like this one will be a different, it's I don't think it's the same direction. It's kind of hard for me to keep track, so I just kind of kept going around and putting glue. That's it. That's a little bit a lot. You only need a touch, you know, because it's just a tiny piece of paper. And so I just kept going around and gluing down each little piece. It doesn't take long. Oops, I'm pressing the wrong thing. Okay. doing that with the wrong hand actually, but just trying to make sure it's so I can get it done at the same faster. I'm doing it. I'm not left-handed. My dad would love it that I'm using my left hand because he's left-handed and has terrible handwriting, but we still love him. It's okay. Dad always says that left-handed people are smarter. So he also said that's why he lost a lot of his hair, because his brain is so big. His hair was all pushed out because his brain is so big and smart. So, you know, what can you do? So you just go around, you can turn it, you can pick it up if you want. For the video, I'm just trying to keep it simple for you guys. Notice I'm not really, you know, going nuts. It should take about, I think it's about 11 or 12 of these little sprigs to go around. And I'm trying to keep it where it's just the 2 leaves near the edge. Some of them went a little deeper. It's not gonna, you know, look bad regardless of what you do. Okay, just put a little bit more down. If you do have Elmer's glue, the good thing is you can move them around. And, whoops. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, and there. So it's starting to make almost like a little star shape. I don't know what dodeca, whatever star it would be called. Oh, look, it's perfect. And it was just enough. So one time I did it and I had an extra spot to fill right there. So what I actually would do is I would just cut this in half if you wanted and just fill that little spot in the area there. And we'll see if that happens with the next. Now, I take my glimmer ones that I cut out. I cut out all of them. You can cut them out of foil. You can cut them out of foil sheets. You could cut them foil paper sheets. You could also cut them out of what's it called? Oh, I'm trying to think of the name. My brain has gone blank because I'm doing the video, of course. So the foil paper, gold foil paper. All right. And so same thing, I'm going to go around. I'm going to do actually in the middle with this, try to do it a little opposite because I want the glimmer to shine a little bit. So I like that it's going to kind of go in between. It's not a perfect system, you know, it's nothing mathematical that I've done. Now this glimmer paper tends to be real thick. Even our foil sheets tend to be nice and thick. So that's nice. You'll get a little glitter on you. So, and who doesn't love a little glitter? I'm just saying. I try to make them opposite, but I just keep going around and trying to place them to where they're not directly on top of the green, to where the sprigs off to the side are kind of centered. But I keep just going around. Whoops, I'm pulling some little strings off. That's the only hazard of the hot glue, is all the extra little threads of hot glue that you get. And so you just keep going around. So this digital thing is our new life. So I was like, I guess I should make videos. My friend said I'd be good at them. So I'm like, okay. I don't mind talking to myself, obviously. So the cats are here. They're not listening, but maybe they'll come by later and jump up while I'm doing the video. That happens sometimes. Oh, it's just a little bit of thread. You can always pull these threads off later because they'll get covered, some of them, but as they start to get in the way, I try to pull them off while we're doing it. And there's also like little tools I think you can buy to keep threads from happening. I don't have them because I'm kind of frugal, so I just kind of keep things simple. And so might as well just make with what you got. So just keep going around and around. Oops, that one's right on top, so let me angle it just a little bit. Oh, nope. There you go. All right. There we go, 2. I'm just gonna grab 2. It's getting a little messy. All right. And oh, wow, this one wound up perfect too. Just trying to keep those, I guess because I kept those bottom leaves just as try to keep them from overlapping. Perfect, that works out just right. Okay, now, when I get to the red ones, I make them a little bit further in than the white. The white ones I tried to put right on, almost right on top of the stem of the green, but not too far in, because I want more of the glimmer to show, because the shiny part's super pretty. So I go ahead and I take all my reds, cherry cobbler red, and this was olive green, old olive, okay? And I just start again and just put a little bit down here in between this white, and I put it in lower. See, in that way, the other sticks out on top a little higher. Okay, and that, I just like that I could see more glimmer paper at the top. Ooh, that'll be a little weird. And just keep going, whoops, keep going around. No one's gonna see this part in the center, which is good because then it just keeps it, yeah, just keep it in. Yeah, there we go. Just keep going around. I'm gonna use less of the red this time. It was about 11 or 12 that I had around the edge there. I didn't count and I should have. I think it was, oh, it might have been less, but, all right. All right. There's my laundry going. Oops. Oh, come on, don't die on me now. There we go. I got them all stuck together. All right. I punched all these out one day and then decided, yeah, move it in a little. Ow. Move that in a little. Yeah. I punched all of these out one day and that was a little annoying. My wrist was a little bit tired from all the punching, but you know, whatever. The sacrifices for crafts. My grandma used to do amazing crafts, and I just learned about, she used to everything. Okay, here we go. This is what I was telling you about, how you'll get one little, the spot, you see where I can't, if I put the whole one in there, it's gonna kind of, you could, but it's gonna kind of crowd it up a touch where it looks a little funky in my opinion. So I just cut it in half and I'll put down some fresh glue. All right, and then lay that down. I should have done the Betty Crocker thing, you know, like, or, you know, on TV when they do the cooking and magically it comes out of the oven. But I guess it's good to show you the process, because having the red go in a little bit shorter is helpful. Oh gosh, here comes the red thread. All right, all right, good. All right, so now I have my two circles, I should have two circles left, because this is the small one and here's my glimmer paper one. So all I did was I actually just put this across the center and it covers all the gook, and you can keep pulling the little threads off gently. Take a little brush, you know, even a pencil will sometimes, just a little tip of a pencil will help grab them and pull them away so you don't rip anything. So, all right, and so I just put my little glue in the center. I put it a lot, and this is nice thick paper, so I'm not worried about how much I put in the center there. And voila, there goes my nice little center. Let me make sure it's, sorry if my head's in it. Just want to make sure it's centered if I give this as a little gift. This will also be a good tag for a gift, because on the back you could actually stamp a to and from, and I'll show you that in just a second. So now we're getting to the, oh, my little thing is going. Yeah, in case you forgot my name, that's who I am. Okay, so this little stamp set that I have is from a Paper Pumpkin set. Paper Pumpkin is this great monthly subscription program that I get. Every month you get an entire box of crafts. The entire set of things are included inside. This was last month's, for example. It was Sunshine. It comes in usually it comes in an orange box. This was a special one, and it comes with a stamp set. It comes with everything you need to make 8 cards. Sometimes it will come with a particular craft. Like one time it was stockings, another time it was a wreath, you know, all kinds of different things, tags, all kinds of different stuff. And it comes with every single supply you need to make said cards and such. And it comes in a perfect little box, and it's super cute. Has all the glue, has the stamps, has the ink, has everything that you want. This little kit, and see, I keep the stamp sets because every so often I'll use them again. So what I could do, and here's a great to or from, I could easily, if I had wanted to make these tags, and I could still do it even now, is I could stamp to from on the back and give this as a gift in and of itself, or I can make it a gift tag and put to from on the back. I could easily stamp that on the back, and I might, just to show you guys how to do it. So I think I'll do that after we're done with the other one. So, all right. So you go ahead and you take that little stamp off. I'm going to use the Marion Bright one. This one had a cute little Christmas tree, and I keep, especially for this Christmas tree, but I've used these phrases a lot, and they're just so sweet and cute. And yeah, so it's perfect. So, all right, let me go ahead and do a Marion Bright, and let me get my black. I just get out my ink and I stamp it. I usually stamp it on the paper first and then cut it out. But, you know, Paper Pumpkin does it where they give you the pieces. I mean, all you can do is, you could always, I could have even done it in green or red. Black is what's out right now, so we're using black. But wouldn't it have been pretty if I used red? Oh well, too late now, done. There we go. Oh, I think I'm gonna get the red one out. But if you had, let's see, there's a little bit of a smudge there. I think I need to clean it. Something's wrong with that. So let me clean it off really quick. And try it again on the back side. You can always you do another. It's not gonna hurt to try another. It might be just a cat hair or something that was on it. Okay, and then there we go, perfect. Yeah, I think there was just some kind of smudge. And so I never throw hardly anything away. I mean, and even if that other one was a little smudged, you guys can't see it. It's just slightly, but most people wouldn't even notice. Once you attach it to the craft, it's like nobody cares. And then I'm gonna attach some, you can also get these rhinestones. I've got to show you. They're super cute, and they already have glue on the back. And these are the basic jewels that they have. And oh, they're so cute. The good thing about the Stampin' Up! Rhinestones is they're so small. I love to put one on the eye. Let me put one on the eye. Oops. Put one on the eye. And I think I'll put another one over here. I like to just put a few. Why not put a little blingy? You know. Oops, no, I'm gonna move that one over. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I'm gonna move that one over here. Okay. And you could even, I have these little like stars that would be, you know, a little star that I could easily add and use for an extra little whatever. I made a little spot there. So I could easily just put like a star over it. Something, you know, anything you want to add to. I don't normally do it in the middle, but why not? Yeah. So you could add a little star in red or blue or green or whatever. And here we go. So I'm just gonna add this little red star. How cute is that? Cute. That looks, oh, I love that. I think just one. I might add another, but I think for now just one. And oops, this one came off. I'll have to put some new glue on that one. Okay, and then all I do is oh, and the to and from we were talking about. Before I put that on the back, we were talking about the to or from. So I could easily take the to and from, which I had in my hand. Here it is. And I'll put it on this one here. These little blocks, this block comes in a Paper Pumpkin. It's a D size block. And this is, I think, an A size. It's just a tiny one that, you know, is perfect for, and maybe I'll put this one in red on the back. I'm trying not to go too long, guys. Be patient. I haven't done many of these videos, but all right. And there we go. Put it right on. Oh, I messed it up. That's why you normally do the stamping before you glue. There we go. I managed to make it work. It's a little off, but oh well. But I could have done it in black. I could have done it in red, whatever ink you have. Real red cherry cobbler. Okay, and then last part before I unplug my hot glue is I want to put on my little embellishment here to the top, my little phrase. And I don't push too hard because I kind of like that it's 3D and you can see the glitter behind it. So, and that's it. Very simple craft you could do, even if you have some circle punches at home, different stuff like that. And I did this one again out of Night of Navy and Balmy Blue. And like I said, in the new catalog, I wish I had the new catalog. Yeah, I don't have the new catalog, but it's coming. And they have some different papers. They might actually have a shimmery paper. Oops, sorry, I'm out of spot here. I hope I didn't. If you didn't see the red star, I don't know if I missed that, but yeah, go ahead and feel free to like this video, share this video. My name is Jennifer Jenkins, and that's my host code right there. If you want to go on stampinup.com and use the host code, you know, you're more than welcome. And if you want a catalog or anything, just give me a comment, or you can message me and I'll get one out to you. All right, well, have a good day, you guys.